Human Art Studio. Hey everybody, this is Peter Palmiani, and I figured, hi, this is recorded, the video, I'm doing the audio over it, therefore narrating. Wonder. I'm just looking at reference, and if you can't already tell, this was a picture of Adam Warlock, who is going to be in the Avengers movie, so stoked about that. It's going to be awesome. And it's pretty close. So yeah, I hope to get more videos out coming up. Sort of just, you know, been busy doing 100 things. Still posting up my December pictures that I did in December. And I think I got 6 more of those to post up, I believe. But I thought I'd dive into a little bit about what exactly focusing on artistically. For years, most of my career has been as a comic book inker, and I really wanted to get deeper into my penciling. Not necessarily, just like kind of explore where I'm at, but also at the same time go deeper within my penciling, exploring shades of, not just line work, but doing all this fancy shading, because I really believe it's like, it's painting in black and white. Yes, I'm using a pencil, but for years I've used quills, but a lot of brushwork, and I'm really look forward to having a large gap in my workload where where I could take some time off and pick up some paints and really go to town. But that might be a long ways off. But I wanted to better gauge where I am artistically, and I know more now than I did before. That if I put in the time, I can get pretty much a perfect face. Not all my faces that I've been posting up are perfect. I get the comment almost always that my noses are big, and that's might just be an autistic preference. But I know I could tweak that and make it more accurate. And my eyes are the biggest challenge. They tend to be a little off, and it's just a matter of when I'm loosely penciling to do more of the structural stuff first before I go in and the crazy line work and shading and whatnot. And I know I especially in this picture when you see the end of it, it's like I tend to shade out the bottom of the nose, and is light that bounces off that it won't be totally invisible. My lighting doesn't always make the most sense. but I have a lot of fun with it. So yeah, I could plot out, much like I was doing the flashbang, thumbnailing. When it comes to composing and illustration, just more of the fundamentals of building up a figure and a head, and um, making sure the eyes are lined up and the nose is the right distance, and all that work. And I'm as an inker, I'm really good at finishes and um, giving polish and even fixing things along the way. Um, but my tendency is when I'm sort of sketching and doodling is that I really just gloss over what should be accurate. So I'm not sure when, but soon, sometime soon. I've been going through some art books I have, and really got to, I read a couple of them. I really got to go through all of them and give them a good read, and maybe read some stuff over, because I want to give a lot more focus to all the fundamentals, so that I could do a lot more finished pieces that are, a ton more accurate than I've been doing. Now, all this is work I'm doing so that I can get to a point where I'm working on my comics again. My create on comics. I have a bunch of them. I'm the inker slash co-writer on a book called Blood Rights, which right now I got a ton of pages I'm going to be inking up. But I got my create on superhero retro. I got sort of a Good Girl Gone Bad and Bright Eyes. Some kind of hopefully interesting story, maybe, with a cast of characters. Neon Eden. I know I'm forgetting something, but yeah, I got too many, and I wanna, this is 2018. It's time. I'm doing a lot of work on the front end, so that when I dive back, I'll be a better artist. And I also want to get into doing prints, and really, like, there's so much production wise I gotta figure, not only figure out, but just research and find out exactly all the things I need to find out. But yeah, that's all neither here nor there. I really like the quality of my work and where it's headed. But I'm going to, coming up at some point, pull back. And I've been trying to think of artists. Like, I don't know if you guys and gals know John Boy Myers. He's on Facebook. He's on Instagram. It's just he's one of those artists I met years ago, and we did an issue of a book. I think it was called Coil. It was definitely called Coil. It's a female sort of superhero character. Unfortunately, the writer bailed on the project or something, and John John Boy didn't have the rights to it, and the writer was demanding too much, so it's kind of like just we shelved it. But John Boy, he's been pounding away at his artistic skills, and he early on had I want to say Vampiro, but I'm confusing him. Is a bunch of artists I knew back in the 90s, like Ed McGuinness and John Boy Myers, and definitely like the circles of artists that my brother knew. Jimmy, if you didn't already know, Jimmy Valente is my brother. David Mack did a lot of work for Marvel Knights. Went on to do great things in the industry. Before that, Kabuki. I think there's rumblings of maybe a movie or something going on again now. But yeah, the thing about John Boy Myers, a lot of his work is inspired by Joe Madureira, Joe Mad. But I look at it, and it's not necessarily the tendency, like, if I draw, like, how I draw. But what I love about it is, and I'm going all over the place, but bear with me. It's very structural. It's very like, these are the lines that make up the character. You get the hair, you get the face, you get the muscles. It's just I wouldn't say the least amount of lines, but close to it. And he throws in some dark areas for shadow, but mostly it's a lot of outlines, and that is something you see more prevalent now with digital inking. It's really easy for the colors to like really paint the work, and it's not too covered with a lot of detail. And I love my detail, but I want to focus more on foundation. So I'm sort of thinking I'll lean my artwork sometime in the future. I'm not sure how long it's going to take me to get there, but because I'm having too much fun right now exploring the farthest reaches of my style with all this shadow work and molding the character with lines and just pencil shading, and I think it to a certain extent it's taken my work to the next level, but I'm going to be switching it up at some point and go very minuscule, just outline kind of stuff. I was also thinking of Humberto Ramos, who has more of a cartoony expression to his work. But then, you look at Joe Mad, and definitely, it's very cartoony. And I'm not necessarily a very cartoony artist. I tend to lean towards more realism. But we'll see where it goes, when I explore it. Should be definitely interesting. So this video is about half hour. I'm doing this, I'm penciling real time. I didn't speed it up. I'm just happy that I'll be able to, put the audio with the video and get it uploaded. Oh God, I'm hungry. I don't know if you hear that. Probably not. Hopefully. My stomach is going crazy. Let me finish this first, dude. So it's been a heck of a lot of fun. You know, something I was doing probably slightly before my December pieces. Definitely something I explored during my December pieces. And even now, just doing random drawings and um, getting happy with the quality of my work, um, which is the hurdle I had to get over. I've been fighting myself a lot, but that just tells me that I'm sort of heading in a more correct direction with my work. Um, and hey, if you wish to support my work and my artistic exploration, go to patreon.com/PeterParmei. I got 11 patrons right now, and some even up their quota, their pledge rate. And yeah, it's right now it's bare of what you know what you get for your pledges and what I'm all about on the page, and I'm gonna be figuring that out. I'm gonna get all my online stuff right this year. Um, but right now, I'm taking most of my time to dig into sort of learning, producing, just drawings, just sketching. You're going to see a lot more of my inks coming up, and down the line, me altering my style and also getting into my comics again. I have considered doing 100 days of making comics again. Not sure when that's going to fit in, but everything has to do with everything. And like these last couple of days, I'm just been doing paperwork and getting some other, just my life more on track. Definitely have to make a lot more money coming up, as I mentioned before, and I want to do just single little illustrations. And in fact, I did the Tom Petty and the Tomb Raider piece, and those sold. Shocked about that, that they sold so fast. So I definitely have to do that if I want to burst out of this place and move on up. And there's a possibility. I have a friend coming into town. We tried this before. We're gonna try it again. Might have a housemate / working partner, and that's something I've been so jazzed to get into, where I can have assistance at what I do. So we shall see. I'm gonna try this again. Fingers crossed. But yeah, so there's tons going on, and I feel like I'm, going at a turtle's rate. But the frustration to that is, man, it's so much better than what I was feeling late last year. Like last year was probably my most unproductive year, and I feel like the last couple of months, part of October, well, November definitely. For a while I was doing the Artcast videos, and I was a little productive during that time. That I sort of fell off of that. It's like one thing after another. Holidays and whatnot during December, but I was semi-productive then. Definitely January has been productive, and February, and there goes my heat. Hopefully you can't hear that. Yeah, I don't think you can hear it. But yeah, so going forward, be a lot more productive. There's another 10 minutes in this video, and I'm just going to go a little bit longer. Um, just know that there'll be more videos coming up. You know, I'm just burning to get back into a regular sort of daily videos, regular posting artwork, but also, like I said, like I mentioned, don't have internet here for a reason, because even the best quality internet kind of sucks, and I really have to get a better internet package. Excuse me. And that means more money, and I'm trying to hold off on doing it now as opposed to after I move. So there's a lot of questions in my life at the moment, exactly when things are going to transpire. But you know, things are looking up. I wanted to mention briefly that I just posted on my Facebook. What characters would you love to see me do? And I got a lot. Maybe 20 people posting various characters, and I'm going to do a bunch of them. Yeah, so that's where this Warlock comes from. And I'm going to get into some others. Yeah, and then hopefully, by the time I'm able to get my ass really in gear and get more of an income coming in, get myself out of here and into a new studio, a new home. And I'm going to give it my all to get a better setup, regardless of what I got to do. If I get 18 lights on the desk or whatever, I mean, you could see what I'm drawing, but it's the details are the finer details are lost, and so hopefully, yeah, I can accomplish that much better. If I gotta watch 80 videos how to freaking do a better setup, I'm gonna do that. This might be the best of what it is for now, and just no, it is what it is. Um, Hopefully, it won't cost me all my subscribers, and still, even though I'm not, I wish I was doing daily videos, and there's no way I'm going to reach my goal of 1,000 subscribers, which means, I'm not going to get pennies for my videos coming up until I do get 1,000 subscribers. I think it's a possibility of making the other goal, which is you got to do 4,000 view minutes or whatever that is equation is. I'm only 300 away, I believe. That's more possible, but even that is like, it's right now. It's, hey, happy Valentine's Day. It's Valentine's Day. It's the 14th, 22nd. Yeah, I got 510. I got a new subscriber the other day, I believe. Thank you. And yeah, so future videos will be a lot more focused. What I wanted to mention in regards to penciling, and maybe I'll go to the full 30 minutes here, is that what I'm doing is not only shading with the side of the pencil, but a lot of it is shading on, sort of based on the line work that I'm putting out. Uh, there is a lot of fine line work that's layer upon layer upon layer, which is why I consider it painting in pencil, as what the video title will be, or is, if you're watching this. And yeah, I love the effect. You know, I don't think, I don't know if this kind of artwork will be uh, part of my what I do or not. You know, I do want to get back into my comic work, and so I might lean more into, just straight, inked kind of work. Um, Although, I'm also interested in um, ink wash, which is, it's, this kind of heavy detail with pencil and kind of adding ink wash to ink pieces. It's all kind of different aspects of painting with different tools. I definitely want to get back, want to get into more into watercoloring. I did some, I've done some painting and some watercoloring and some work with color. I wouldn't say it's totally new to me. But yeah, I'm excited. So I'm going to end this here so I don't go over the video. But yeah, become my patron, support my work, share the video, like the video, comment below if you want to see me do a finished piece of one of your favorite characters. I might just take your suggestion, or if you have any questions or any tutorials you want me to cover, please mention them in the comments below. And yeah, I promise I'll be a lot more organized coming up, but these this is easy to do. And it's easier to talk while I work. I don't know. Well, I'll see what format my videos take. I'm just doing what's easy right now. As long as I produce, right? That's the main thing. All right, folks. Love y'all. Talk to you soon.